What's up, everybody?
What's happening, family?
And welcome back to another episode of
Is This Gonna Cause an Argument?
My name is Angel Tanksley, a.k.a. That Chick Angel, a.k.a. Where is my voice? It started yesterday. I'm sounding raspy in a terrible way. And you can check out my song, I Just Wanna Shake My. And if you haven't, you can check by this guy. Radiate confidence with life's journey. And I'm gonna let the man introduce he. Boom.
I'm the other host of This Is Gonna Cause an Argument, Marcus Tanksley, aka Tank. Hey, y'all, if this is your first time tuning in, we greatly appreciate it. It's a podcast we do every single week. We got a lot of headspace. And we do it every week, like I said, and we do it as a loving couple. We do it with our Patreon, the people that we call our immediate family. We talk about all the good things, all the bad things, all the funny things, all the sad things. Not really, though. And you can be a part of that Patreon. All you got to do is sign up for the low of $5 a month at patreon.com/thatchickangel. And you can be a part of the immediate family. Like I said, we do all kinds of extra stuff that you don't see if you're not on Patreon. We do movie nights, game nights. We pray. They see extras. What was I about to say?
I don't know.
They see extra content.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
we talk to them before and after all the episodes, and they see a lot of stuff live.
Yes, they do. They're also about to see me live fix this camera that my husband so nicely pointed out, like I couldn't see. I was like, yeah, there's too much headspace. We're also joined by some really great sponsors, and I'm going to tell you about them right now. I had them up on my laptop, and then I realized my laptop ain't even in my lap. I'm telling you, today is a Monday if there were ever a Monday. Today is that Monday. I'm going to tell you what. I know Earnin is one of our sponsors, which I absolutely love. We also have Shopify and Factor. We'll tell you more about them later on in the podcast. Well, today's episode, I figured we would give our top 10 moments of the Fredericks vow renewal, because that's the land we've been in for the past week.
Literally.
But
Since we left y'all last week, that's where we been.
We'll still start off with one of our normal segments. We'll start off with Tanksley Pride. Which is a segment where we talk about one of our four amazing boys, or all of them, or two of them, or three of them, whichever we feel. And we just let you know what's going on with them. So I want to start off my Tanksley Pride story. Unfortunately, I know it seems like we talk mainly about our bookends. Our bookends are our oldest, our 14-year-old Marcus, and our 4-year-old Amar. I think they just have more things happening right now in life as in growth. But let me tell you about this little Amar. So yesterday, I go to pick up little Marcus, which is a whole nother story in itself. And Amar goes with me. He falls asleep. So when he gets in the house, he's still sleepy, because it was like 10 o'clock at night when I picked up Marcus. And so he lays on the couch with me. And me and Marcus are watching House of Dragons. So first off, he kicks his feet out straight. So where his feet are now on my shoulders, and he's fully asleep. I'm talking about one foot is right here and one foot, I am sitting upright. So that lets you know how high his feet are. Then he begins to talk and says, wait, you can't see me. I'm invisible. I'm looking at him. He's dead asleep.
But he stutters like he does in normal conversation. Wait, you can't see me, but because I'm invisible.
Yes, this is what he says. And I'm laughing at him. And then a little bit later, he was like, Raya. That's Denora's daughter, who he calls pretty much every day. Raya's a 10-year-old little girl, but that's his friend. I was like, what is going on? Because he has made noises, maybe said some words in his sleep, but this is the most
No, you're usually asleep when this happens.
Well, it's very strange to me. He gets into the bed with us because I promised him he could sleep with us last night.
He still don't know he slept with us.
Because he's still asleep. And he starts talking again. His daddy. Amar, hush all that up.
Shut up all that noise.
as if the boy has any control.
He shut up.
He has no control.
Over there, close his lips. Shut up. Stop.
But he was having such a good dream. Like he was actively playing. Actively. And I was like, oh, I don't know who he gets that from, but it is so cute that he does it. And that is my cute little Tanksley Pride story. Don't look at me in ways that makes me want to punch
He gets it from you.
I don't really talk in my sleep. I've said a couple of words here and there, but it's rare. Rare.
Y'all, I'm going to find it because I had to write it down. It was so ridiculous.
You can write down, I can write down words that you say in your sleep.
It's been consistent, y'all. Angel talks like crazy in her sleep. Anyway, Amar, it's not new for me because Angel, she sleeps really good. As y'all know, I be having trouble falling asleep. And in the middle of the night, late night, early morning, you don't know how eerie it is to hear a child just talking off in the distance like it's in the middle of the day. Oh my God, I don't know why you would want to do. I'm like, boy, if you don't shut up that noise. So that was one of the first times that was nothing new for me.
But you don't know if he could be awake
He
playing
better
on
not
his
be
video.
awake.
He could be. Amar be grown. He could be awake on his iPad. He could be. And you know he is.
He gets talking from Angel. Okay, Valentine Crunchies.
That does not exist.
One day, Angel actually woke up. She was talking to to me in her
That's
sleep.
the one time I've ever talked
and
to my
she caught
sleep.
herself.
That's the one time.
Excuse me, sir. Where's the restroom? She's dead asleep.
I wasn't dead asleep because I heard myself and I said, I heard
no. Then she caught an attitude because she realized what I know.
No, I didn't get the
Hey,
attitude
this is my
because I
Tanksley Pride story.
realized I'm not your child. I'm not your child.
You are.
No, and I didn't get frustrated because I realized what's going on. I got frustrated because you said, what? To me.
Then what did you say?
I said, I know I just said, where's the restroom?
No, hold on. She said, excuse me, sir, where's the restroom? I said, Angel, what? I know I just asked you where the restroom was.
Yes.
You went back to sleep.
Because I know what happened. You ain't got an angel, what me? Either give me the direction to the bathroom or just let me be where I'm at in my sleep.
Lunatic ass. Anyway.
Valentine Crunchies does not exist. You just wrote down random ass words because you thought it would be funny.
Then she said something about a 10 and a German Shepherd and a 10.
The only thing I'll admit that I do is the...
Because it's been enough times where I caught her. Angel will act like she's asleep or awake. She would act like she awake. She would be dead asleep. I'd be like, Angel, give me here. Angel, give me the remote. You sleep. What is that?
I'm calming you.
You pissing me off.
I'm calming you through hypnosis.
Shit. Anyway, stop it.
It's calming you already.
My Tanksley Pride story. You know what? This is going to be about I wanted to tell about Marcus, but we tell about him enough. It's just another example of how this nigga is getting way too grown, way too quick.
Just tell it, because I'm going to post the videos he took.
All right, it was going to be about the twins, but Angel's forcing my hand. So
you said you were. Keep going. Keep going.
Marcus, he told us that he was going to, he got invited to the BET Awards by his friend. Mm-hmm. And long story short, we were like, okay, cool. We had to figure out what day, because I just realized this past weekend, anytime my son says, which he says all the time, I'm pretty sure, that means he has no clue.
Right.
He's like, I'm pretty sure we're going on Sunday, which that means could have been last Sunday. Mm-hmm. It could have been on Saturday, could have been Wednesday. He has no idea. Lo and behold, he did have the days right. So I gave him a haircut and everything. And Angel helped him with his wardrobe because they had a certain, what was it?
The only thing I made him do was iron. He had to wear like a button-up and jeans. He said, I think I got to wear formal. He said a button-up, jeans, and I can wear my Jordans. I said, anytime you say jeans, formal is out the window. It's not formal.
Yeah, but it was a certain thing he had to wear. So once he got his outfit together and Angel made sure he ironed and everything, the boy was spiffy as usual.
Yeah, he looked very nice.
Fresh, clean cut, clothes. Said, boy, go put some cologne on. Don't say you ain't got none, because you done had girls buy you some cologne.
I did make him. I said, you got on some cologne?
Stay out of my cabinet. You sneak and get that. You don't just get there on free willy. Anyway, so he went to the event. Oh, that was one thing. We was telling people that he was going to the event. We didn't know exactly what kind of pass it was, exactly what was going on. We just knew somebody's parent is involved and Marcus is going. And so Angel was just like, oh my, it's going to be his first time seeing a bunch of fake bodies. I was like, Marcus ain't going to notice. Because Marcus don't be noticing stuff.
Like seeing a bunch of fake booties that he didn't, he knows his mama got some off the clearance
His
rack.
mama and all her friends, all of them got asses.
But we ain't got fake booties, is what I'm saying. I don't think he's seen them like in
Marcus's
in
mind,
the wild.
big is just big. He like he don't know if Marquita got implants.
No, he doesn't.
Hell, we don't know.
I highly doubt it.
But anyway, so him going and then us figuring everything out after the fact is just like, boy, you have been in some places that people only dream of going and will never get to go in their lives.
As a 14-year-old.
As a 14-year-old. And he's just like, oh yeah, we were over there. Go on, tell him. So
the young boy who invited him is one of the boys that he linked up with in Paris. And I am, thank you. My husband's getting my boogers. I talk to the mom more than the dad, but because they're not together. The dad has been over here. So if y'all go back to like the pictures of when Marcus went to the freshman dance or the homecoming dance, and we invited the guys to come over, some of his friends, for them to like get ready, eat, and we had a driver take them. That was one of the boys. And so the dad had came and got here.
I do remember him walking up in this house.
Yes, he sat right here on the couch. The dad came. He sat on the couch. He was super cool. Now, I have him in my phone as James and a last name, right? A last name that belongs to this young boy, because I'm thinking they have the same last name, right? Well, when I go to drop little Marcus off at the dad's house, I'm like, this house is gigantic. I was like, we are the broke family. Out of Marcus's friend group, we're the broke ones. That's fine. I just was a little shocked.
We went from pretty good to all y'all okay to
we back on WIC.
We on
okay.
We on free lunch.
So
that's what
I was like, oh wow. And I was like, okay, what does that, because I knew the dad was the one who invited, and Marcus was like, oh, the dad is like one of the producers of the show. Well, that could mean various things, because there are different type of producers for productions, right? So I'm watching the BET Awards, and I see the boy's daddy on the screen in a segment. And I said, now, that don't say James on the screen. That says Jesse. But I could have sworn that was the man who sat on my couch and sat here and talked to us. Completely different last name. So then I was like, let me Google. And I was like, oh, he is responsible for he is the production company over the entire awards show.
His production company.
I was like, oh, and he produces things like the Super Bowl halftime show. First black man to ever produce.
Basically, his boy's daddy's L.A. Reid. And we said,
I was like, oh, the Academy Awards. Oh, he's the Grammys. Oh, okay. Got it. I was just like, so then I was like, Marcus, go ahead.
So we asked Marcus, Marcus just comes in, he's all like, how was it? It was good.
Yeah,
I said, boy, come here. I said, so what all happened? Tell me every single thing that happened. He was like, I don't know. we went into this room and they just had a bunch of screens up and they had a meeting with some people in there. It was like presidents and producers or something, I don't know. And they had a meeting. And then after that, they were just watching all the screens and he said it was cool. I mean, there was a lot of talking, and a bunch of people got up and they talked for way too long. And then Usher, he talked for a really long time. But I mean, that makes sense because he was being honored, but everybody else just talked way too long. I said, stop, wait. You were in the room with the producers and the presidents. He was like, yeah, they were just having a meeting. I was like, boy. So then I was talking to Angel about some of the cuts that they were doing to cameras because I was like, I assume like who's ever given the direction can see every single camera and was like, cut to camera 17. This person doing this. A couple of the cuts, people were like, one lady was looking down in her purse, and another some stuff going up on stage. These people just talking to people behind. I'm like, that was a bad. I was like, I'm assuming they could see. And Mark's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they could see all the cameras because we could see pretty much every camera that was up. And he just talking over it like, I mean, it wasn't a video game.
I was like, so when I picked him up, back up from the house, he had the lanyards on, the passes, right? He was like, yeah, pretty much these passes got us wherever we would want to go. I said, so you had like all access pass? He was like, yeah. And I look at his pass, I see his picture on one. I said, did you take a picture today? No, I had to send in my picture to my friend so that they could, ahead of time, so they could make the pass. I was just like, what?
All the places we done been, they ain't never had no picture of us.
Anybody could be Angel Tanksley. Anybody could be Marcus Tanksley. I was like, but I'm still perturbed and perplexed by why I don't have this man's name right at all in my phone. At all.
Man, name is...
At all.
Man, name Jesse Owens. Angel got him in the phone as Daryl Brooks.
That far. I said, Marcus, do you know your friend's dad's name? He was like, I mean, no, I never call him by his name. I don't really talk to his dad. I was like, I am quite literally so confused at why I don't know what this man's name is. And he sat in my house and he's told me his name more than once. I've been like,
we had good conversation.
Because he's called me like to pick up his son because this young boy has been to our house quite a few times. And I have said to his dad has called me and I've been like, who is this again? His name is not James, is what I now know. And the last name I have in there is not his last name. So anyways, yeah, Lil Marcus had a great time. I asked him who he recognized because obviously some of these people are not a part of his generation. Obviously, he recognized Drewski. He did recognize Usher, which made me feel great. I was trying to see what
I had his name in here.
Which made me, you saved his number too?
I know I got his friend's name. I have the friend's name. I have the parent name. And then the friend's name in quotations.
Of course, he recognized Meg Thee Stallion. He said his favorite part was actually the Usher tribute, which I think a lot of people didn't actually enjoy. But I thought it was cool. I did wish there was a different male singer at the top. But I don't know. I probably have called him James. I probably have. This man has been to our house multiple times. I have talked to him just as friendly as can be because his son came over for our holiday party. And the dad came to pick him up. And I was like, oh, I thought you and your daughter were going to the Laker game. And he was like, nah, she ended up having COVID, da-da-da-da-da. Like, no telling if I didn't probably call this man Jack to his face. I don't know. It's just very frustrated with myself. But Lil Marcus had a great time. He took some good video. I'm going to turn it into a reel. But yeah, he just be experiencing stuff that I'm just like.
Yeah.
Also, my mother would have never let me go to the BET Awards at 14.
I mean, y'all extremely churchy too.
Because
my parents would have let me go because they wouldn't have known what the hell it was.
Exactly.
The what? Yeah, boy, go ahead. Who's picking you up?
Exactly.
And if they did know, they wouldn't have cared.
My only caveat would have been which it was, I'm not driving all the way down there to get you. I said, whenever your friend gets back over the hill is when you get back over the hill. I didn't care if it was 2 a.m. Could have been 3 a.m. I'll pick you up when y'all get back over the hill. So anyways, it was just, it was just hilarious. When his daddy showed up on the screen, I said, now,
I don't remember as soon as I said, yesterday I didn't, but now I'm like, I remember his face. I remember talking to him. I remember thinking he looked familiar.
I'm just watching the screen, and I said, that looked like that boy's daddy. And then when the name popped up, I said, but is that his name? Because that's not what I have in my phone. It is. Things are all making sense now. And, I'm glad I didn't know who the heck he was. And I'm sure he feels that way too. Like, meaning she has no idea who I am. Definitely.
Or he could appreciate it if he was like, maybe she does know who I am and she's
just
respecting
playing
me
it cool.
as a...
No, the way that I definitely have asked him his name, what's your name again? Makes even more sense.
Angel walked up in that house and said, and saw clouds. Had its own ecosystem.
Now everyone's like I said, we're the broke friends. We're the broke family. In our house, this is the thing.
Is that a bird soaring?
I am so happy and proud of my home. It is a nice size space. It does not feel like we're on top of each other, and it's well built. It's not super old like a lot of California homes. So this is not me not recognizing the blessing that this house is that we live in. But when I tell you that boy's friends make us...
They houses be...
This house feels like a Section 8 house. And this is not to belittle anyone who lives in Section 8, because Section 8 has some nice houses. I'm not talking about...
Everybody I know that owns Section 8 houses, them houses is fire.
I'm not talking about the nice Section 8 houses.
No.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that people just quickly bought and want to be able to not even really flip and just put family members in. That's what I mean. Listen, I didn't see all the variations. I'm talking about the lower variation that needs to be torn down.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I still be proud. That's why the only thing that pisses me off is when this house ain't pristine and they be having people over.
And I'd be like, well, he was just over here recently. You remember?
I do, and I was still mad about that too.
I was like, hey, you want to come to our house? Because he needed to go to his mom's house, which is closer to us.
Like, at least it could be a clean little ass house.
He said, can I? I said, don't pretend like you ain't been to our house several times. Don't do me like that. That was the key. The reason why I was like, no, that is definitely his daddy on the TV is because they smile identical. And I was like, this has to be him. It makes even more sense because one of his sisters just graduated and I didn't see the dad. And I asked the sister, I said, did your dad come? Because I didn't see him. She was like, no, he couldn't because he was somewhere else having to produce a show. Well, now that I can understand the
level of production
that he does of why it wasn't a thing of I can just move it because of this or that. Anyway, that's Tanksley Pride. Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per payday, or up to $750 per pay period. And I don't mean to say payday, up to $100 per day, Just download the Earning app and verify your paycheck, then access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. Any money you access plus tips will automatically be repaid from your next paycheck. Listen, so many things happen in life that aren't typical, meaning they're not on a regular schedule. Like we didn't know we knew that Melissa and Kevin were getting married, but did we know how much we were going to need to spend? Did we know what we were going to get for a gift? Or say, for instance, we're trying to buy a new dog. There are things that happen that we need extra money for, and Earnin is a great way to solve those problems. Make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think of Earnin, I think of financial stability, security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. Download the Earnin app today, download Earnin today, spelled EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in argument under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. Argument under podcast, subject to your available Earnin's location, daily max, and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC. All right, let's do a hot Tanksley take.
Hot Tanksley take.
We had gotten away from them and started to bring them back regular. Why your face look like it?
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's talk about international travel. What's your hot Tanksley take on that, husband?
Look, we just recently got global entry. Okay? Good idea to get, you know. The thing that sucks about international travel is they want you to feel safe. Now, we got global entry, we got clear, we got TSA pre-check. You don't have to do anything special. I don't understand why everybody don't have these things because they definitely not hard to get. Once you get it, you can understand that pretty much anybody can get these things. That don't make me feel safer. It just makes me know I can get through the line a lot quicker. At all. Other thing, going into another country, that's the most intimidating part is them stamping your passport. These people don't know what the hell they looking at. They get your passport, they looking at it, they make it seem like, oh, something might be wrong. They flipping through, doing this. They look at you, take a picture here. Might ask you some quick. Just stamp my passport. You looking at 5,000 people's passport. You ain't going to catch nothing specific. The computer gonna tell you. Looking at these rabbits in the backyard. Computer gonna tell you green or red is most likely gonna be green, and I'm gonna be on about my way. And give me my luggage. They gonna. This is the second time this has happened. You go to a country outside of where you at, or I don't know what it's like to come in if you're visiting to the United States. But if you're visiting from the United States, you go into another country, they got this system where you just walk up and you just press this button. The button turns green if you can go, or red if they need to check your luggage. That button don't know who's pressing it. It don't know nothing. It's just check. Who's bringing stuff into here? What was on the plane? If you're going to check one person's, I want you to check everybody's, damn it. Make me feel a little more safe.
Did you tell them about how yours was red?
Mine was, oh yeah.
You
I
said
forgot
the
about that. Mine was red. I forgot about that shit. Look, they go up. I pressed, was that a button or was it a picture? No, scan the passport.
No, oh, they made you scan?
I had to scan my passport and it took a picture of me.
Oh, it didn't make me, I don't think I had to scan anything. It just told me to look up.
No, they said put your passport there, put my passport there. I go to look up and it takes a picture and it turns red. And I was like, so I look around at everybody else's is turning green. I'm like, oh, they're going to search through my stuff. So then I go up to the counter. This would make you feel a little unsafe. I go up to the counter. Angel was standing behind the counter at this time because she had already went through. He said, take a picture here. Look up, take a picture. I took the picture. He said, all right. And I went on about my business. So what was the point of that?
Of what?
I wasn't going to confess nothing that I was doing wrong at that point.
I think they might have wanted to see because your height didn't match up, maybe.
Because I was sitting down.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah, you were. Now, let me tell you, that was the good part of the hot Tanksley take, Jesus. And that's what we'll talk about in our main topic, actually. Thank you for your hot Tanksley take. We're going to be doing a lot more international travel, so get ready to get really pissed off. But thank God for global entry. Come on. And it didn't take that long. It only took us 2 weeks to complete the whole process. Everybody was like, it's going to be months.
Man, we went in there. That interview was 13 seconds.
It was so fast. So dang on fast. Anyway, anywho, anyhow. Our main topic is the Forever Fredericks vow renewal that took place in Los Cabos, Mexico. We were blessed to be one of the many attendees to the 20-year celebration of Melissa and Kevin Fredericks, our friends. And let me tell you, it was an experience like no other. So for those people who were invited that couldn't make it, that have severe FOMO, this is something to have FOMO over. So we'll go through our list of our top 10 moments. If you're not a part of either the stage crew or the Angel Wings, you missed being able to watch live the ceremony. So make sure you take advantage of being a part of our Patreon at, again, www.patreon.com/thatchickangel. $5 would have had you up in that piece with all the other beautiful black and a couple of white folk. Number one favorite thing. Marcus hated this partially, but I loved it. Was the wheelchair assist that we used to get there.
Check us out, y'all. Because of my back, the sciatic, the way it was running down, sometimes both, but mainly my right leg, I can't walk long distances really fast. Or period. So Angel was like, we're going to get you wheelchair access. I'm like, I don't want no goddamn wheelchair access. I can make it down through there. But then eventually I came to the thing, I'm just going to have wheelchair access. By the time we got to the airport, I'd forgotten we had that agreement. So I'm walking to the thing to check the bags, and I see Angel over there talking to the people. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all, they put me in. I didn't like it. I didn't at all.
But did you feel frail?
I feel frail. I didn't like that shit.
I'm sorry.
But being in that wheelchair, when I tell you that's the cheat code, I'm going to have an ailment every time I fly. Moving forward, when I tell you the amount of quick access you get, like whatever line there is, there's like a separate, I don't know if you've ever paid attention to the wheelchair access people, but there's always a separate thing. So whoever's at the front getting their shit checked, they push them to the side. Move. We got somebody in a wheelchair. Here you go. Only time I would get up to walk through, because they were trying to push me through in the wheelchair. I'm like, no, yeah, I ain't gonna I ain't gonna abuse this advantage at all. Like, I can walk through the damn thing. It's just
you gotta do like my mama. She'll abuse the whole
oh
thing.
yeah, your mom. That shit. That's bad karma. I ain't gonna do that.
She'll sit there like this and get wheeled through
And
everything.
ain't nothing wrong. Angel's mama will walk 8 miles for exercise. She get to the airport, all of a sudden she want to set her ass in a damn wheelchair. Talking about it's faster, and then get to the damn gate 15 minutes after everybody else.
Yeah, she don't want to hurt herself.
Anyway,
it started when she got her her shoulder surgery, and then it hasn't changed since.
Anyway, so I will get up, I'll walk through the thing or whatever, what's it called, the X-ray, to go through security, go through where they would set me down, take me straight up to the gate. By the time we get to the gate, I'm like, I don't need to set it. Plus, I need to walk around a little bit anyway. I'm not about to sit in this wheelchair, so I'm like, you good. But when you get to the international part, like coming through security,
coming through customs,
coming through customs, oh my God. They say, you got your bag? They wouldn't even let me hold my little carry-on. They was like, no, we'll get it. They put it up under there and they wheeled me through, and it was a long line. I'm sitting there just a riding, and they just walking with me, and we get right past everybody. It's a separate little door. They stopped the whole line. It was like, come on, sir. All right, I pressed. It turned red. That's probably why they didn't check.
What, because you in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about when we got to Cabo.
Oh yeah, that one too.
That customs, we waited on Josh, Imara, and Tony for probably 20 minutes.
Yeah,
That's how fast we got through.
I had two, and Josh and them, Josh got all the access available. I had 2 drinks waiting on them. Yeah, it was about 20 minutes. Yeah. It was quick, swift.
We got through fast. So that was.
See, if you got any kind of ache, don't strain yourself. Just go and get you some wheelchair access.
Period.
They try to take me in a jetway. Y'all, I'm walking down this jetway. Y'all ain't gonna wheel me up this jetway.
No, you put your pride to the side.
That wasn't pride. That
Pick
was
me
not
up and
taking
put me
advantage.
in my seat.
Now, next time I might be healthy and take it. I'm gonna take advantage then. This time.
Okay, what's one for you?
What? For the week?
Yeah.
Y'all know I like being at resorts and stuff. Probably one of the most memorable things is being in that pool.
The pool was a large infinity pool.
The pool was extremely big. That was one of the points. We didn't, the wedding party and everybody, they got there like 4 days before everybody. So they got a chance to kick back and do all the things that we were doing. Because that was the biggest thing, is we were all out there at the pool, a good group of us. And we were just like, dang, we wish we could kick it with them. But this was this the day before the wedding?
This was the day of the wedding that we were in the pool for a long.
I thought the first day was.
We arrived the day before, but the conversation about wanted to kick with them.
Yeah. So we were just, kicking it in the pool, and it was fun. It was entertaining. For me, it was relaxing because that was like my body being weightless and not having to worry about my back or anything. it was such a good time.
It was an amazing time. The pool felt so good, and I just want the record to reflect. Prior to us going, I said to my husband, because he was like, I'm not doing the pool, I'm not swimming. And I said, it'll probably be good for your body because it'll make you weightless. It'll probably give you some relief. He was like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing it. And what happened?
That's exactly what happened. Here's the difference with that pool. The water was not cold by any means. The water was like when you sit in the tub a little too long and it's not hot anymore. It's like, so I was thinking about that, and I was thinking getting in and out of the pool. Most pools you get into that I've been in, like at resorts and stuff, there's not usually like a gradual, oh, now you in the pool. I'm picturing myself having to climb
Yeah, that's what he said.
or steps.
I'm gonna
I'm
have
like,
to
and I'm not
climb
trying.
the pool.
Man, would you let me finish?
Because
And I was like, I'm not trying to.
you couldn't use a different word?
Nuh-uh. I'm not trying to. I said, man, could you finish? Wife, could you finish?
That's not what you said.
I said, did. I said, man, could you finish?
You said.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
What'd I say? I didn't. No, I didn't. Anyway, I was picturing like I didn't want to do any sudden movement that was going to hurt myself. So I was like, you know what? I will sit on the side. I ain't got to, try to get down in no pool. I don't want to have to deal with no water adjustment. When I put my foot in that water and it was lukewarm to the outside, because it was hot there. It was really, really hot. So the water being slightly warm, it still feel kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And then the pool, it started off at like an inch deep.
Yeah.
And you could just walk, and it just gradually got deeper and deeper. And then eventually you got to the steps. But by the time you got to the steps, you could like just sit down.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was relaxing. It was extremely relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah. The pool was great. I'm surprised he didn't already come
that was going to be my number 2.
Oh, you wanted to say
that was my number 2.
Okay, I'll wait. Next for me was the out of town company.
Yeah.
So obviously, a lot of us there are in the same profession. We make content online and we monetize it. So we know each other, a lot of us, through our content. We follow each other on social media, we comment, we engage with each other. But we rarely get to spend quality time because we live in different places. You have Anthony and AC Adams, aka Spice Adams, and his wife that live in the Chicago area. You have Maddie James and Chris James that live in Atlanta. You have Yvette and Glenn Henry that live in San Diego. You have Glow Graphics, who is a traveling influencer, and her man, who I thought was mixed, but he is most definitely a white man from not America. Because he talked like he could have been in Transylvania.
I thought he was light skinned.
Yeah. White.
All this time.
White man. That was the whole conversation. I was like, I thought you were light skinned, sir.
He just started laughing.
He said, yes, I saw the comment scene. What they said was, I was like, I didn't even know that was your voice. If I would have known that, I would have definitely been like, oh, that's a white man.
Yeah. The Ellises,
Oh, yes, I was
DeVal
about to say,
and Kadeen.
DeVal and Kadeen, who, the 4 kids among us, the 8 kids among me and her, I rarely get to see her. And then I feel like there's another couple that I'm missing that is out, that does not live in the LA area.
I'm sure we're missing a few.
But getting to spend time with these people was so fun, so relaxing, and just beautiful.
Yeah,
And it
with
wasn't,
no work involved.
there we go. We weren't really, well, Belief is, when I said Yvette and Glenn.
Yvette and Glenn is Belief.
Glenn,
Yeah.
his real name is Glenn. Belief, his real name is Glenn. Anyways, getting to spend time with them, and but Jackie lives in LA, so that's not. It's the people who don't live in LA. Their energy was so amazing, and we did not talk business. Oh, I know. Keith and Ronnie. Those are the other ones that don't live in LA. It was just so fun to talk to them, and it be on some old chill stuff. It wasn't, oh, let's collaborate. It wasn't about like a bunch of, we got to get pictures together. It was really about
we
just the
finally
vibe.
get to kick it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the vibe. Like, man, like DeVal and Kadeem, I don't know if they still here, but we were supposed to be meeting up with them because they said they was going to be in LA, as y'all saw. He was, some of y'all may have saw. He presented an award at the BET Awards, and this first thing, he said, hey, man, we're going to be in LA. Hit me up when y'all get back so we can hook up. Like, we've been trying to connect for so long now. Every time we see each other at an event, last year at Essence, it's like, hey, hug it up. No, it wasn't at that. Where was we at?
It was at the NAACP.
NAACP Image Award. Yeah, this year. We got to hook up. Yes, but it's always hustle and bustle. Like
Yeah. So it was definitely just like people that you're like, wow, if y'all live near, we would be friends. Yeah. Like we would absolutely be friends. Me and AC got along so well. Me and Spice are kindred. He's crazy. He's actually crazier than I or Kevin in a way, because I don't know if he just has a lot of energy.
Spice is a lunatic. That boy. Here's the thing. Here's the difference. Between Angel and Kevin, they like to entertain. Angel is crazy because she likes to entertain people. Same with Kevin. Spice will be off in a corner with no eyes on him, and he will know, ain't nobody watching me right now.
And he's doing the most.
I took so many videos of him. I was like, he don't even know anybody can see him right now. And I sent him all the videos. He was like, man, where you find this? I took it because you an idiot. That's like.
He's a mess. He's a mess.
It's just non-stop. You know what he reminds me of? BJ, if he didn't have to worry about his image.
Yeah.
My best friend
but you gotta add energy. BJ be tired acting.
Oh yeah.
If you pump it, it's like
BJ on Woodford Reserve.
I was about to say BJ with Taurus energy when she's drunk. That's
Spice Adams. God dang.
I kept telling AC, I said, girl, I pray for you every day. I said, however, I know that's what y'all say about my husband, and that y'all pray for him every day too. She was like, I do. I do. So yes, spending time with the out-of-town couples was definitely a highlight, and I just want to commend Melissa and Kevin on the curation of their list. Melissa said in her speech that for the most part, outside of the people that are like friends of theirs, they wanted to invite people whose marriage she felt was strong and to be a reflection of which she, and and trust me, I'm misquoting her, but this is the sentiment that I got it. Whose marriage is strong, and it was a reflection of what she felt about her in Kevin's love and marriage. So like I said, the list was curated beautifully. It was great. What's your next?
The shrimp tacos.
I thought you were putting that later on.
What did you think I was going to say next?
You said that was going to be your number 2. No, you said.
I think of a number 3.
Oh,
it's my number 2.
Okay.
I did the pool.
I thought you meant like.
I said I'm gonna do that. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like countdown, like.
All right.
Oh, but no, say shrimp tacos.
Yeah, these things ain't in no specific order, but the number 1 is the shrimp tacos.
The shrimp tacos.
These,
fire.
Y'all, I wanted to overeat and get sick on these things. That's how good they were.
They were $13 a taco.
$13 a taco, and I was getting 3-4 at a time.
So good.
They were big. They wasn't no little bitty street tacos. These things were big, but their secret is they was grilled cheese shrimp tacos.
Yeah, they did a cheese. Oh, the tortilla that was grilled. That was melted with the tacos in it.
I want to go back just for them things.
They were delicious.
Y'all, you would shake your head at like 13. What? Ain't no way. Bite one. You gonna ask for another one.
It was so good. So freaking good.
Oh my God, them shrimp tacos.
So delicioso. We ate them in the pool.
In the pool.
The birds were, Marcus was like, stop bringing your food in the pool. I said, if one of these little sparrows touch this shrimp taco, I'ma lose it. And they
I
carry
threw a whole gallon of water at a bird. Get out of here, away from my food.
and they be carrying E. coli. They had a hawk.
A falcon.
Falcon,
They had a
Jesus.
dude with a falcon walking around, hunting down iguanas, birds, and insects.
Now listen, when I started podcasting, I was not thinking about, oh yeah, it's time to do merchandising. Yeah, let's go into an e-commerce business. All right. But now, what am I selling? I got on some of my merch right now, Radiate Confidence. And it's so easy, all because I use Shopify. Thank you. Yes. Shopify is a global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business, from the launch of your online shop stage to the first real life store stage, all the way to the, did we just hit a million orders stage? Shopify is there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system. Wherever, whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout, 30% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify's magic AI-powered all-star. I've been using Shopify since 2020. Marcus has been using it since 2018. I don't ever see us changing from this platform. It's so easy to use. It allows us to be able to sell things to you, our supporters. And if you're thinking about starting an e-commerce business, you need to be using Shopify. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., and Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, Brooklinens, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 companies like Shop Mama Likes. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way, because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/argue. All lowercase. Go to shopify.com/argue now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/argue. The next thing I would say was great was our room. I only wish we had one more day to just really enjoy the resort. Every day there was an activity for us. When we first got there, the welcome dinner was that night. The next day was the actual wedding ceremony. The next day was the yacht day. We left pretty much the morning of the following day. So go ahead.
No, what was dope is the way everything was planned out, because nothing was early morning. So like the welcoming dinner didn't start until what, 5 or 6 or something like that. Mm-hmm. The same with the wedding. It started at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. So you had time to do anything you wanted to earlier in the day before the activities, other than the yacht party.
Well, you gotta
but
understand,
that's a given, because what?
Our first day, we got there not early in the morning. We got there at like the resort at like 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I know, but still, the thing didn't start until we were down there just kicking it.
Yeah, it's 6,
kicking with
but
everybody.
it still wasn't like a
started at
full
6.
day.
Yeah,
to just
yeah,
enjoy
but
it.
like everything was placed in the evening, because it still gave people time to do, whatever they wanted to.
So our room, I did a room tour on my Instagram. It'll also be in the vlog whenever I get the vlogs back up. But it was so spacious. And I want y'all to understand, we did not get the top of the line room. We didn't get the basic room either. I did upgrade us a little bit, because I was just like, excuse me, when it was time to book our rooms, I was like, well, the wedding is only one day. So I want to make sure me and Marcus are super duper comfortable if we're going to be there for 3.5 days. So we had a beautiful hot tub situation outside. The outdoor shower was great.
That's the only shower we used, was the outdoor shower.
I used the tub, beautiful. The bed was nice. The AC was popping.
We didn't even go to the front room.
Yeah, I'm mad that we didn't use the living room. That's what I would have probably did that one of the days. If we could have sat and watched TV for like an hour while I wanted to have had breakfast or lunch with
we
you
didn't get no room service
on our patio.
Yeah.
But really, really great. The room was great. And I'll add to that in this list, there was a club. It was a speakeasy that apparently the DJ knew the assignment, even though she was playing the songs at wrong tempos. But she played all music that we enjoyed,
Yeah.
meaning the black folk. And that we were the only ones in there. There were a couple of white folk at the bar, but they left.
Yeah. And it was at one point where the music kind of faded away to the other side. And I said, excuse me, play the wobble.
You told her to play?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like, is everyone going to dance? I said, yes. She said, at least one? I said, everybody going to get up. She played that, and then it brought everything for the next hour. It was all us again.
The wobble, the Cupid shuffle.
She played everything.
Yeah.
It was, no hands came on. This is like after everybody sat down. How many men do that? And everybody was like, oh, and everybody started getting up. There was a dude sitting at the, as soon as he heard the intro of the song, he turned around and looked at us, and I was like, and I was getting up, and he just busted out laughing. Like,
you got to get
like
up.
they about to tear this up. The bartenders even got involved. The manager.
Yeah, they were loving our energy. We brought energy to that little club.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. You go ahead.
Yours was a room.
I was like room / that part of the resort.
The sex. Oh, the sex. Makes you do this.
Mr. Sciatica.
Hell with that sciatica.
Mr. Sciatica.
Hell with it.
Listen, he do all that. Oh, yeah, all this. We get home. Ha, can't move.
You know what you got? You know what the cure is?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Apparently.
It's not.
Let the record reflect.
It's not.
Yes.
It's not.
Y'all know being on vacation, that does something. Being in a tropical location, that does something to us anyway. But,
It's not.
Angel all tight and trim, all up about the regions. I told y'all she was trying on these clothes for a whole week, jumping and moving and shit.
You so dumb.
Yes.
Next on my list was spending the time that we got to spend within town, like LA.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say next.
So there are people, I see Josh twice a week, right? So Josh is not anybody that I don't see on a regular basis. However, me, Josh, Mara, Tony, Robin Thede was with us every now and again. We had a blast together. Tony was probably the goofiest
Oh, Tony cut.
I've seen him, the most outgoing.
Tony cut all the way loose.
Yes. Tony was Buzz Lightyear, drunk as a skunk.
Buzz Aldrin. He was, when me and Tony double fisting rum in the pool. I was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, he still ate the way Tony eats. But outside of that, Tony definitely, I mean, he had Tony comes to our parties and he always has a good time. When it comes to games, Tony's not going to turn down a game. But we weren't playing games. We were just kicking it, going to the pool, doing activities. And Tony was about it the entire rip, which was just, it was great. And he kept saying, I had a blast. I had a good time.
Y'all fun. I had a blast.
I had
Just said we was fun. You didn't realize we was fun.
we a good time, Tony. Imara, hilarious. Marcus and Imara found out that they are twin flames.
We the same damn person.
The two of the shadiest people you'd ever want to meet.
It's not shade.
Y'all are shady.
We just see the same thing at the same time.
Y'all, they are shady as all get out, and it was great. Got to bond more with Caridad, Keon Poli's wife, and her gorgeous self. Who else was there? We actually didn't spend much time with Tab and Chance or Los and Katara.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't see them outside of any of the events.
Exactly.
I saw Kevin the one time at the pool, but that was understandable.
I think Tab was working a lot still.
And they probably had their own damn pool at their room.
Oh, they definitely did.
Because we had a hot tub. I imagine they had a pool, hot tub, spa, and jacuzzi.
Definitely did. They definitely did. So we didn't see them as often as I thought we would. Because like even on the boat, there's nothing to tell there. They're just friends, y'all.
Who's that?
They asked about Tony and Robin. No.
Oh, no.
They're just friends.
That's, what's it called? Platonic?
Platonic. It's a platonic friendship. So we, I thought on the boat, So on the boat, I thought, oh, this will be a chance to kick with them because we were at the table with Chance and Tab, but they
At the
put two
dinner, the
people.
wedding table.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the wedding table. There were two people between us and them, so we really didn't get to talk to
Yeah, I
them
went down there and talked to them and
a little bit.
Erica Campbell.
That's exactly. I was about to go to another person that's in LA that I don't really get to spend time with, but I did get to spend some time with was Erica Campbell, and my love for her has just grown more exponentially.
Yeah.
She is such a beautiful spirit, and
She really
she's a
is.
real person, and that's the part that I'm just like.
Yeah.
And Google came because Warren wasn't able to come, Erica's husband. But there was something specific I wanted to say about Erica that it just flew out of my head.
Yeah, I don't know. I went over to speak to her. She was like, hey, I was like, oh, shit, Erica.
That's what I
Her,
was
we
gonna say.
talked. She's so genuine. It was such a good, she has such a good energy.
Yes.
And like Angel said, she's like a real person. Like
100%.
people that met me is like, oh no, Tank is cool. And he exactly who he act like he is. That's who you gonna meet when you meet. That's Erica. It was like, oh my gosh, this is her for real, for real.
This is what I was going to say about Erica. I don't cry at weddings. Weddings don't make me cry. They are very joyous occasions for me. There is nothing about the sentiment of a wedding that brings tears to my eyes, to be honest. But what did almost pull a tear out of my eye is Erica prayed at the top of Kevin and Melissa's wedding. Pastor YPJ, who also, did I just do his initials wrong? JYP? YPJ? Y'all know who I'm talking about, and I'm doing his initials wrong. It was so great to meet him
Yeah, he was
because
real cool.
he's a fan of the podcast, he's a fan of our work, and I'm a
Yeah.
fan of him. That man be preaching. I told him that's his issue. I said, you give us so much in such a little time. We don't have a need to see the whole hour. He was like, well, people don't have the attention span. I said, I actually do have an attention span for an entire sermon.
Yeah, I'm preaching to millions, not you.
Right. I said, so if you would just give me less, maybe I'll go and watch the rest. But you give me so much, I'm good until the next 30
Yeah.
seconds.
No, he
90
was really, he
seconds.
was really nice. It was nice meeting him.
But Erica got up there and prayed. And this is what almost made me shed a tear. It was more so of, while yes, the opulence was Kev on stage and Mrs. Kev on stage. The marriage, though, is the Fredericks. And while we have only known the Fredericks during their time of money and wealth coming in their life, I know where they came from. And those people were represented there, their family, their friends from back home. Erica Campbell has been Erica Campbell for their entire marriage. She has been an icon in the music industry, in the gospel industry. This is not like somebody who just blew up yesterday and they're like, oh yeah, will you come and pray? This is someone that almost anybody in our community holds in high regard. And the fact that she took time to pray at their wedding just made me think of the journey these two people, Melissa and Kevin, have had in life. Like, I even have to pinch myself sometimes that she knows my name, because you know how much of a fan I am of Mary. Yeah. And I do see her as Erica, so it's not like I'm confused. She is a human being. But sometimes I want to be like, woman, do you know? Do you know how much I love your body of work and what it means in my life? So that almost made me tear. I was like, come on. Like, I think it's beautiful to witness people's story. And that she was kind of like, for me, like a bookmark of, I know where they started just based off of, I understand Black folk and I understand where most of us have started. And for them to end up here, with you here, it just kind of like, it's not the same. I know for some people it's like, well, Tabitha Brown was there. I also knew Tab back before this level. Erica Campbell been Erica Campbell since
Yeah.
for forever. Okay. So, anyways, that was just a moment. So that was mine. What's your next one?
Did we say? Well, you already used it. Said that one, like kicking it with the people that we are cool with, that we never get a chance to, and people that we never get a chance to see and kick it with, and people that we do see all the time but never get to kick it with.
Yeah.
It's just that energy was amazing. Like it was just amazing. Just a lot of people didn't even know I was having back issues.
Yeah.
Till they saw I was taking that golf cart everywhere. Like,
The golf cart everywhere. That
everywhere.
should be on your list. Is they had a golf cart for you?
Yeah, they had a golf cart. Them things was carting me around everywhere.
Yes, they did.
And that's also what made me mad, because I was like, it's so much. When I go to a resort, I look at every single square inch. I look at everything. Every little sign got an arrow pointing somewhere, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to the spa. I'm going to the workout. I'm going there. The do not enter. I'm going past that little sign and seeing what's over that cliff. I ain't get to do none of that this time, but it's all good. I'm gonna go back to that resort.
The next part I loved, and then I'll bring up actual wedding ceremony thing. I know I'm paying attention to the time. Was Kevin and Melissa's family. These are people that I have met throughout the years of being working colleagues with Kevin and Melissa, as well as friends. Met a lot of them at Melissa's birthday about 3 years ago that Kevin threw Melissa in San Diego. And I've met some of them being on tour with Kevin multiple times. And I just...
No, go ahead.
I just want to say that they are some... Well, one, again, that lets you know where Kevin and Melissa came from, okay?
There's no where anybody come from. They family.
Yes. So, I don't get to see Monique often, but Monique always gives me, like, the best energy. She was like, why is Amar not here? Because she has a son the same age as Amar. Excuse me. Melissa's dad and Melissa's dad's wife, Tina, gave me all the energy. Miss Tina talked to me so much this weekend. She's like, Angel, listen, I'm about to start posting. I said, and I better see it. Kevin's grandma, Miss Ruthie, hilarious and loves me. She had a new hairdo. And she was like, Angel, I was waiting to see you because I knew you would tell me whether or not this actually looked good. She said, well, I'm going to wait till I see Angel. And she'll tell me. I said, this looks good. She was like, I've never worn it like this. I said, no, Mama Ruthie, you killing it. I was like, I like the natural look. Of course, Kevin's mama got all the jokes because she is the true comedian in the family. She told me she had so much fun at the Raleigh show, or the Charlotte show. No, it was Raleigh Durham show. She said it was a good time. She said, except for when you threw your shirt and you didn't throw it at me, and then all your bosoms was out. She was like, it was a lot, Angel. This is what she said to me. I said, your son had his bosoms out, so it's his fault. Because that's the only reason why I did it. It's because his was. And she just bust out laughing. His dad is serious as he wants to be, but also so sweet. His dad's speech,
Oh, man.
obviously, we all cackled at that. But I was walking. You were with me, weren't you with me when we were walking by the pool? No, maybe you weren't. Because we didn't realize that this was the Marcus's and Kevin's dad's first time meeting.
Right.
Because you had thought you had met them on the tour. And he was like, I see you guys as family. I hope you know that. Like, I really do. I said, oh, you so sweet. I just love you. And even Kevin's sister, who I feel so bad because she wanted a picture before we left and I could not find her. I thought I was going to see her at the airport. Michelle, I said, I'll never forget who she is, and I will always make sure I speak to her first. The first time I met her, Marcus met her for the first time at this thing.
Yeah.
And she walked up behind him.
She almost got cussed out. She was real close to getting cussed out. She was standing behind me on the chair, and I couldn't turn around good.
Because his back.
And she was like, you can't speak to me? You don't know who I am? I was like, I don't. I'm going to need you to come around because I don't know who you. So we low-key having an argument.
Uh-huh.
And I'm about to start cussing at her. And finally, when she gets around, like, I'm like, I do know who you are. She was like, we never met before. She thought we had met before.
Yes, yes.
And I'm like, no, we haven't. And then we all got on Kevin because we was like, Kevin, you don't never talk about your sister.
Right, right. Michelle, I had the pleasure to unfortunately meet her at Jason's funeral. And again, I had never met her. And as a matter of fact, I thought someone else was Kevin's sister the entire time. I was like, oh, that's Kevin's sister. It was actually one of Jason's baby mamas that I thought was one of Kevin's sisters because she favors them in some odd way.
Yeah.
So Michelle said the same thing. She looking at me while I'm in the repast food line. And I was like, what? She said, you're not going to speak, Angel? And I said, hi. She's like, you don't know who I am? I said, I don't. I'm so sorry. She was like, Michelle. Now my head is trying to compute. What?
At least you got a name. I didn't even get that.
But for me, it was still like.
I didn't get a face. I'm like, who was behind me?
I was trying to figure out what that name meant to me in that moment. So it still took me a second because it's Michelle.
Kevin don't never say Michelle.
It's like it's not so unique of a name that it can't get confused with another Michelle that I know. And then finally I was like, you're Kevin's sister. She was like, yes. How you not know it was me? I said, Michelle, well, now when? How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know? Her husband was having a blast.
He was, I don't think nobody had more fun than him.
It was, I would say out of all the people who had fun, it would have been him, then Melissa, then Kevin. But he definitely had the most fun. But no, Michelle is so good, so cool. She did a great speech.
Cool.
She's so their family, their friends from back home, Keita, Nicole, Shari, Sharice, Dana, all people who I've met before. And Melissa has a cousin named Michelle that's from Ohio that live in Alabama that I met. So it was taking in all of the family was just great, and they were good vibes, good folk, and it just reminded, as much as Kevin and Melissa were just like, these speeches, I was like, it was so beautiful because everything was so luxe and so detail oriented and so pristine. You could have possibly plugged any wealthy couple, I mean, outside of the guests being so black, any wealthy couple into their wedding. The element of their family made it
real.
Made it a Kevin and Melissa Fredericks wedding.
Yeah.
That's
otherwise walking away, it was like that was an extremely polished event. No. We don't want polished. We want beautiful and pretty with the perfect imperfections.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You know how you have a tie, and a tie, if the knot has wrinkles, they call it a perfect imperfection because it's supposed to have wrinkles to let you know that it's fabric and it's actually tied. So it's supposed to have that. That's what you need at a wedding. That's what you need at an event like this. I need the parents embarrassing y'all. I need a sibling saying something, one of your deep dark secrets that they promised never to tell that they slipped up on. I need somebody got up there that had way too much to drink. All of that.
Yeah.
To let us see, like Melissa said, you done had money for 4 hours. Think back 5. That's what I need to see.
Yeah.
Because that's the part everybody else gonna love the most.
Right. Warmer, sunnier days are calling. Fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Listen, and that is what I'm trying to do because a girl is busy and she's trying to stay snatched. Meet your wellness goals in time for the summer thanks to a menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Smart, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. Make today the day you kickstart a new healthy routine. What are you waiting for? With 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, you'll always have new flavors to explore. Crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian-approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. Make your day delicious from breakfast to dessert. Stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. Treat yourself to restaurant-quality meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, or blackened salmon. Keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factory meals are ready in 2 minutes. No shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well balanced. Head to factormeals.com/argue50 and use code argue50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code argue50 at factormeals.com/argue50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Thank you, Factor, for sponsoring today's podcast. Anything about the specific wedding? We'll try to whip these off real fast so we can get off of here.
Oh, it was such a great event. It really was. But like any wedding, for me anyway, it's always the reception. Even my own wedding, it's like the reception.
I will say, one, I love that the wedding wasn't too long and they started on time. Come on, there's something about the Fredericks that they don't play with. It's timeliness. I thought their vows were beautiful. I love that Kevin came down the aisle singing. I did say I'm tired of us being so similar. I'm just done with it. I'm really done. We don't need to be alike in any more ways. But I love that he came down the aisle. The fact that he couldn't remember the words really blew my mind. I said, did you just think that you would create them? He said, no, they just didn't stick. I thought Melissa's vows were just great. I thought the pastor did the perfect, ceremony around them. I was just like, perfect. Like, it don't get no better than this. The singers sang down. Tamra Jade, also series regular on HBO's A Black Lady Sketch Show with me, season 4, sang down. She's on tour with Doja Cat. Took off a day just to come sing. And she did a great job of hosting the reception. She's the reason why I was up there doing One Margarita. She texted me and was like, hey, I need you to do a verse of, I was like, my song only got one verse of One Margarita. She's like, the band's going to play it and then the DJ's going to pick it up. I said, okay, that's fine. I sure can. Do whatever you want me to do. The food was great. The drinks was great. The service was great. The decor. Melissa showed me what...
The drinks was great at the wedding.
At the wedding.
At the resort, no.
Not as great.
Not at all.
Melissa showed me what the table arrangements were looking like in the rough draft. Where they got to, baby. Chef's kiss. The way everybody looked great. My dress that my husband was like, this is what I want you in.
Yeah.
He's like, get in this.
It did everything I needed it to.
The fact that my cootie cat didn't fall out, because I was like nervous. This is what's frustrating. On the website, because the lady's so much skinnier than me, the split looked high, but not as high as everything, not as high as it showed up on me. And I even had them tack it down as much as they could, like to bring it down. It was like, no, we're going to be high.
Things will never fit you the way they fit them little skinny chicks. Nothing.
But I'll say this, it kept me from sweating the way I normally would sweat because it was ventilation everywhere. Ventilation.
And people were sweating.
We sweated hard.
Men were sweating through their suit jackets. Like, that's how sweaty.
We sweated so
but
hard.
But it was just, it wasn't even, at that point, it wasn't even hot anymore. At night, it was just humid. People were literally just sweating from the humidity.
Yeah.
Because at night, it wasn't hot.
Yeah. Yeah. It was.
But people continued to sweat.
But we had a good,
Yeah, it was a good time.
Melissa did her thing with the planning of this. I truly, for all the stress and money that I know she had to expend on this, I really, really hope that she got the wedding that she wanted. And it seems like she did. It seems like she's really, really happy. Every wedding will have a snafu here and there. But like from a attendee point of view, that thing went off without a hitch. Like, It was great. So congratulations to our friends.
Yeah. They saying Robin and Tab sweat through their dresses. I don't think y'all understand. Men sweat through a shirt and a thick jacket. You could see sweat marks like it was a t-shirt on jackets.
Did you get to see Robin though? There's one
Yeah.
video. It looked
I
like
saw-
somebody threw water.
I saw her before she went to go change. I thought it was she was sweating before the ceremony started.
Yes, it was bad. See, and that's what I did one for myself. I sweat worse than both of those women.
But think about her thin dress and getting sweat through it. Okay, you sweat through it. But think about a suit coat.
Yeah.
Put on a jacket and imagine sweat stains coming through that. That's how bad it was.
I knew I didn't want that fate, and that's why I was so picky on the material. If I saw satin, if I saw linen, if I saw silk, I was like, it's not for me. Nope. You're not about to have me out here looking disgusting. That dress was the type of dress that I could have jumped into the pool and gotten out, and appearance-wise, it wouldn't look any different other than it would be heavier because there was water in it. Mm-hmm. That's how you plan for a beach wedding, okay? You don't be out there sweating.
I saw everybody. I saw all the dudes. Their backs getting dark and their armpits getting dark. And I said I got a little more, so I finally took my jacket off to air out a little bit. Who was you about? Oh, the picture I took of Kevin.
Kevin.
I zoomed in on Kevin.
Sweat.
Hold up.
I'm surprised you didn't post that.
I sent it. I said I was gonna send it to him.
Oh yeah, you got to send it to him.
So I don't know if it's a show up. So this was. I don't even know if they was doing the vows yet. I don't know if y'all can see that. So y'all see like Kevin is wet right here, right? But then if you zoom in on the collar, you can see the ring of sweat going.
Yeah. What's so crazy, he was sweating so bad, and Melissa literally looked like she was in an air-conditioned, invisible box. She looked like she was allergic to sweat, and sweat just doesn't come out of her pores. I said, how is this possible? How? But this is what I said, Kevin needed Beyonce fans. That's what he needed to blow on him.
That boy was wet.
Tony Baker, he liked how he looked in his suit. He said, I might have to, he said, I got 2 suits now. He said, I ain't doing stand-up in suits, but.
He said, I don't know, I might do me a suit every night. I said, you got the occasion, have the suits, man.
Yeah. He looked nice. He did. He looked sharp. Everybody did. Everybody looked great. Everybody knew the assignment. It was the most stressful assignment for me. And now it's so funny. Now as I go into stores, I'm still looking for a dress for Melissa's wedding. It irritates the hell out of me. I was at the store yesterday.
I think all the women went through the same thing.
I said, how would that do with sweat? I was like, girl, the wedding is over. You don't need another pink dress. Oh, Jesus help us. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed our recap of the Fredericks wedding, what all we enjoyed. It was a blast, but now it's going into my birthday month. So today, when this airs, it is my birthday.
Absolutely.
If you're part of our Patreon, you can join my birthday party. We're doing a paint and sip at the house. So make sure you get your canvas, get your paint brushes, your paint. We're going to be painting. We're going to have the live stream going so that y'all can participate. And yeah, so that'll be on my birthday starting at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, come on and celebrate with us. Also, I'll be at Essence. We'll both be at Essence, but I'm doing a meet and greet on Saturday. Look at my Instagram to see what time at the Hoop Mob booth. So come say hi to me. And Marcus, if he's there, he might not be. He might be in the hotel room. This is the last day you can purchase things from Radiate Confidence, a collaboration between myself and Life's Journey Clothing. You can get it at lifesjourneyclothing.com. We got some cute stuff. My birthday is on Wednesday, July 3rd. I know what time. You got anything you want to say?
No, y'all can find me on Instagram, Marcus on Gram, Facebook, and Marcus on the Book, TikTok, and Tank Don't Talk. I don't know if I'm going to have to. I might have to. Man, shit about to be sold out for the summer, y'all. Because we fly out. Once we gone next week, we pretty much gone to the end of July. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll have time to make any more.
Okay, you guys. We'll see you all next Monday if you're Patreon, Wednesday if you're not. God bless y'all. God keep y'all.
Y'all have a good one, family.
Bye.